Good morning, students. Hope you understand the concept of entrepreneurship, who can become an entrepreneur, and what are the necessities or prerequisites for the entrepreneur. Now, we are going to start what is a small scale enterprises and how to establish this small scale enterprises. How we will scan the opportunity, how to give a due diligence in a market, how to select the site, choice of technology, and how to make a project report. Now, small scale enterprises. In India, definition of MSME was provided by MSMED Act 2006. Classifies manufacturing enterprises on the basis of investment in plant and machinery, and service enterprises on the basis of investment in equipment. But in 2018, government gave a new definition to MSME on the basis of turnover. Now there is no difference in manufacturing and service sector. Okay, the criteria you can say are same. MSME are categorized in terms of business turnover, and the same turnover based criteria has been applied to all the types of MSME, including operating in service sectors also. So there is no difference between the definition of MSME, whether it is in manufacturing sector or in a service sector now. And this new turnover criteria will better suits with the GST network also. The definition of micro, small and a medium enterprise amended to define unit producing goods and rendering service in terms of annual turnover is as follows. A micro enterprises will be defined as a unit where annual turnover does not exceed 5 crore. अगर आपका टर्नओवर 5 करोड़ से एक्सीड नहीं कर रहा है, then you are in a category of micro enterprises. Small enterprises will be defined as a unit where annual turnover is more than 5 crore but less than 50 crore. That is a small enterprises, means between 5 to 50 crore. And a medium enterprise will be defined as a unit where annual turnover is more than 50 crore but less than 250 crore. Clear, students? Now see this in a form of table also. Revised classification here is with effect from 1st July 2020. Manufacturing enterprise and service rendering enterprises, micro category means investment in a plant and machinery or equipment not more than 1 crore and annual turnover not more than 5 crore. Okay, and in small plant and machinery not more than 10 crore investment, and turnover should be less than 50 crore. And in case of medium enterprise, investment in plant and machinery should not more than 50 crore and annual turnover not more than 250 crore. Okay. Now, here is the revised one. The same thing in a very clarified manner. Investment less than 1 crore and turnover less than 5 crore, then it comes into micro enterprise. If investment is less than 10 crore and turnover is also less than 50 crore, then it comes into small enterprise. In case of medium, if investment is less than 50 crore and turnover is less than 250 crore, then it comes on under the category of medium enterprise. So, the definition of small scale, medium, micro enterprise is based on their investment pattern. Clear, students? Now, the characteristics of small scale industries. Basically, small scale industries, in terms of ownership, generally such business are a sole proprietorship. In some case, partnership may be there because they are very small in investments and all. And it means that ownership of the business rested in the single hand in most of the cases. Then labor requirement. Since capital investment in such industry is comparatively lower than that of the large scale one, these mostly rely on a manpower to carry out production activities. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पर जो मैन पावर एक्टिविटीज़ होंगी उसके लिए जो उनको लेबर्स जो चाहिए होती है वो आपकी ज़्यादा होती है, बिकॉज यहाँ पर मशीनरी एंड ऑल ये सब ज़्यादा यूज़ नहीं कर रहे, सो दे मोस्टली रिलाई ऑन मैन पावर फॉर देयर प्रोडक्शन एक्टिविटीज़. देन मैनेजमेंट. One of the most significant characteristic of SSI is that both the control and management of such business lie with the owner. क्योंकि बहुत बड़ा बिजनेस नहीं है जहाँ आपको बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर्स, CEO एंड ऑल सब की ज़रूरत है, तो बिजनेस का लेवल भी कम है, तो मोस्टली ओनर ही सब चीज़ें मैनेज करता है. ठीक है. एंड देन अ फ्लेक्सिबल. Since they are operate in a small scale, so it become easy for them to change according to the requirements, unforeseen developments. According to the business environment, they adapt themselves very easily. Like optimum usage of resources. Since they do not have excess resources at their disposal, small scale industry make optimum utilization of their available resources without any wastage. Then operation restriction. Most small scale business are limited in their area of operation. As a result, they only operate either locally or regionally. So the business is very in a very small area. Now the classification of the small scale industries. There are various classifications of small scale industry like manufacturing industry, service industry, ancillary industries, export units, cottage industries and village industries. Manufacturing industries means these are the industries which are engaged in production of finished goods either for processing or consumption. These types of business are mostly sole proprietorship, and some are the examples like power looms, food processing, etc. Then the service industry. These categories include repair shops, business engaged with the maintenance and all. Then ancillary industries. Ancillary industries are just to support a big MNCs, a big large scale industries. They are making up parts to manufacture these finished goods which are made by MNCs or large companies. And this type of small business can also include the one that manufacturing machines for medium sized industries or MNCs. Then we have a export unit. A small scale business can be classified as export unit if its total export exceed 50% of the total manufacture. In this case, the business can enjoy a grant and other export bonus offered by the government. Then we have a cottage industry. These industries are operated through private resources, and they also involve small capital investment and utilization of indigenous technology. Means a technology which is passed from their old people. जो आपके पुराने लोग होते हैं जो टेक्नोलॉजी वो यूज़ करते हैं किसी चीज़ को बनाने के लिए, जो प्रोसेस वो यूज़ कर रहे हैं वही वो अपने पास ऑन करते जाते हैं अपने फैमिलीज़ में. ठीक है, तो उस टेक्नोलॉजी को यूज़ करके अगर आप कुछ बना रहे हैं तो दैट कम्स इनटू द कॉटेज इंडस्ट्री. And then our village industries. The industries located in a rural area not belong to any organized sector producing goods and services without utilizing the power belong to this category. So without using power, if you are making anything that comes under your village industry. Clear, students? Now the objective of small scale industries. What are the benefits, objective, why they are set up? Basically, it creates a more employment opportunity. ज़्यादातर जो employment opportunities होती है because they are mostly labor intensive are in the small scale industries, and they aid to improve rural or less developed region of the economy because they are saturated in a very scattered form, and they reduce regional imbalances. They ensure maximum utilization of your unexploited resource of the country, and it assure equal distribution of income and wealth. To solve the unemployment problem also, and to attain a self-reliance, and to utilize the latest technology aimed at producing a better quality goods at lower cost. All these are the basic objective of the small scale industries. The role of small scale industry in Indian economy. Basically, small scale industry play a very vital role in the development of Indian economy. And also, it play a very important role in this COVID era because this industry is the industry which save many employment. Like under this, the main role they are playing like production. Small scale industry estimate for almost 40% of the total production of goods and services in India. Small scale industries are one of the foremost reason for the growth and strengthening our economy. Make in India. Small scale industry are one of the best example for the Make in India initiative. SSI concentrated on their mission to manufacture in India and sell products worldwide. That also assess create more demand from all over the world. This is only our SSI who manufacture this PPT kits, your mask, etc., sanitizers and all. Then employment. These small scale industries are the main cause of employment in the country. The labor force cannot find work in a formal sector of the economy. So these labor intensive industries give livelihood to a large portion of the our workforce. Contribution to export. India export industry majorly depend on these small industries for their growth and development. Almost half of the goods that are exported from India are manufactured or produced by these industries. Nearly 35% of direct export and 15% indirect exports are from small scale industries. Then the welfare of the public. Other functional financial reason. These industries are also necessary for a social growth development of the country. These industries are normally started by a lower or middle class public, and these have an opportunity to gain wealth, employ other members, and it aid with income distribution and contribute a social progress. So, in Indian economy, it play a very important role. Thank you for the day, students.